kill the Medicare Payment Advisory Commission. That's what we'll talk about in this video today. This is the agency that was charged in Obama's health bill with slicing $500 billion from the cost of Medicare over a 10-year period. This is the board that basically Sarah Palin called the death panel. And she was attacked for that, but it was completely accurate. Because what this board is charged with doing is collecting data from all over the United States, from every hospital and every doctor, and putting together what is the best cost-benefit ratio of each drug relative to the cost, and each course of treatment relative to the cost. And then it's charged with figuring out how that interfaces with QALYs, Q-A-L-Y-S, quality life years. In other words, how many years do you have left of high quality living based on your current medical situation, your current life expectancy, your current age? And they literally will sit there and say that, well, if you have breast cancer, this drug is the most effective. This drug will absolutely, very likely cure it. But it's very expensive, and you're 80 years old, and you have this and this and this wrong with you, so we're not going to let you have it. We're going to give you this other drug that is much less likely to cure breast cancer, but a much lower cost, and because you don't have that many quality years remaining, we're going to make you take this drug, and we're not going to pay for this one. And even if you want to pay for it yourself, we're not going to let you do it because it's an issue of scarcity of the resource, and we don't want to drive up the price for people that are truly needy. Forget if they're illegal immigrants or whatever. So this board is just the epicenter of everything that is outrageous about Obamacare. Now, really skillfully, the Republicans in the House broke out the appropriation for this and said, we're going to vote on it separately. Not the individual mandate, not the expansion of Medicare, not any of the other parts of Obamacare, just this particular board. And the House voted overwhelmingly to kill it. Most of the Democrats voted to kill it because they knew that their votes wouldn't make a difference. It would pass anyway, and they wanted to be able to say they favored killing it. So now this is going to the U.S. Senate. All the Republicans are going to block vote to kill it. And the issue is how many Democrats vote to kill it. And every moderate Democrat, so-called moderate Democrat, every Democrat up for re-election this year is scrambling to try to vote to kill this board. But they also are worried that they might actually kill it, which would destroy Obamacare. So they're all kind of competing with each other to be let on board to vote against it, as long as they can keep the number of votes against it below 60 so that it doesn't pass. Well, let's call them at their own game. If you are represented by a Democratic United States Senator, send them a letter, send them an email, and tell them to vote to kill this board. In fact, we'll make it easy for you. We're putting a petition on our site. If you check on the right-hand side, right next to this video, you'll see it. And if you give us your name and your hard address, your email address, and your zip code, we will send a letter to your two senators on your behalf and your congressman, urging them to kill this board. And by the way, if you have 100 friends that are against Obamacare, send them to the 100 friends. If we lose the election next year, this year, I don't think we will, but if we do, or we don't get control of the Senate, which I think we will, but if we don't, and if the Supreme Court doesn't throw out Obamacare, this is your last chance, literally, to save your own life. Literally. Thanks for watching.